I've made a decision to be multi-dimensionally jacked. I want to be so good at almost everything. I don't want to be exceptionally good at one thing and just not be good at another thing. But of course, there are seasons where you've got to like focus on one thing and be intense in that one thing until. But what I've realized is actually everything is connected in a way. If you learn some one thing deep enough, it literally applies to everything else. If you learn like psychology, it will go deep into philosophy, and the same concept would apply in mathematics, or it will apply in another course you're doing. So what I've seen is I want to be multidimensionally jacked. I just want to be super good at almost everything that I want to do. I want to be good, like my muscles proper, my health proper, my financial life proper. I want to be stacked in everything properly, and I think it's possible because if you apply enough time on enough like logical effort in everything and proper leverage, I think it's actually possible. Yeah, because right now I am currently running a virtual company, and I want to use that leverage to leverage the financial section side, which will give me and automate everything else, which will give me enough time to work on the other aspects of my life, like working out and creating content. You get it? Yeah. So, anyway, I'm here to talk about living life in the arena. So, living life in the arena, the fastest way to grow and develop as a human being is just live in the arena. If you want to learn something, if you've got like do it and learn while doing it. You can't sit there and take notes. I think for me, one of the best ways how I learned, I'd say learn coding. Like I literally went to YouTube, went to a course, and when I went to that course, I would just go there and learn and build a project. While building that project, if I get stuck, if there's a wall I can't pass through, I will go back to the video and learn why I can't cross. I'll learn about the problem I'm facing, and if I solve it again, I'll go back to my project, build, 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 and if I fail, I'll go back again to my to the YouTube video, and I would solve it. So leaving life in the arena is one of the best ways. And if you want to be the next Mark Zuckerberg or maybe the next Elon, I think everyone has their own journey. It's 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 so unique. You've got to be maniacal in your own journey. Everyone is different, and once you embrace your uniqueness, once you embrace your uniqueness, it becomes so much easier for you, and you're just obsessed in perfecting whatever you're doing, whatever project you're working on, even if it's your personal health or your degree of financial, whatever you project you're working on. I think that's one of the best ways, living in the arena and trying to be as authentic as possible by being yourself. I'm trying to be myself as much as possible. You get it? Like authenticity plus, uh, you know, effort. Yeah, authenticity plus effort and everything else combined. Anyway, yeah. Even if you read like Steve Jobs biography, you can't be Steve Jobs. You can't live the life he lived and be him or create something new and renovate something new. You can't be the second Elon, but you can be the first Lincoln. You can be the first Caesar. You can be the first whatever your name is. You can be the first you, because you are the first you to ever exist. You might have a same name of some of your ancestors, but you're the first you. If you're the first you, then that's good because it's the first and the last you. You're like a flicker of light, and just make sure when you're living, you can actually do something. May perhaps leave a mark, a permanent mark of something you did. We're literally talking about Steve Jobs, and he's gone, but he did something that we'll forever talk about him in history. you know? I just think we have the capability of just being super great, especially if like you're a young person, we have an opportunity to be so great, especially in this age where information is very cheap. We have access to literally AI that can help us automate everything and make everything easy for us, and in that way we can leverage and make everything proper, you know. So I would suggest that we live in the arena, like learn while you're building something, like if learn while you're trying to pursue a certain goal, because we are goal orientated creatures. If you live without a certain goal, it'll really be difficult for you to live. It doesn't make any logical sense for a human being to live without having any sort of like structure, because it'll that's one of the things that cause depression. Because if you don't have anything that you want to achieve at the end of the day, it really fucks up your mind. Yeah, we've got to be like super goal orientated. Even if it's a small goal, I want to make 10 push-ups today, or perhaps 100 push-ups today. Or a big goal, I want to reach Mars, you know? Goals are what pushes, and the level of the goals are the ones that actually make us achieve what we want, you know? In a way, if you wanted to be a billionaire and you end up being a millionaire, you know? We fall to the level of our standards in a way. The higher your standards, the higher things you will achieve in a way. Yeah. It may take longer than you think, which is okay. The longer it takes, the better person you become. I changed a lot. I would say I grew a lot. A lot of things have happened for the past few years that have made me into a person I am right now, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything that have happened, and I am growing, and I will keep on growing, and I will keep on iterating because we live in the arena. The mistakes you have to go through all the mistakes, especially if you take if you take advice from the internet, like perhaps me. Some other things will not work out for you, which is okay. But you must go through all those mistakes to find that one thing that two things or one thing that actually works for you, which is a very good thing. You know, you only live once. Make sure you live it as authentically as possible. Make sure that you try to go all in and just be you. You can't be you unless you explore yourself. You've got to like learn how to explore and learn how to become, because we're human beings. We're constantly becoming. Yeah, you've got to go against the norm. It might be difficult when you're surrounded by like average people, because once you become not average, the puppy that sticks out gets cut. It's that's life, but you've got to be willing to take the risk of looking different, because what are you gonna regret when you die? At the end of the day, you're gonna die. At the end of the day, you gotta go all in. Yeah, make those mistakes, live in the arena, and iterate. Learn from the mistakes. That's the thing. We've got to learn from the mistakes. Literally, success is failure wrapped inside out. You know, like success and failure on the same road. It's just that you come out earlier when you fail, and when you succeed, it's just the end of the road. You get it? You get what I'm talking about? Yeah. I come say no. Like, I just wanted to express myself today and just spill and talk. I felt like talking today on this episode. I've not been posting a lot. Apologies for that, you know. But I will be consistent. I promise to be as consistent as much as possible. We live in the arena. We iterate. We learn, and from those mistakes, we become better. 2025 was a fucked up year. I'm grateful for it. I survived. And let's see how it ends. Hands ahead. See you in the next episode.